about the loss of your cousin. There's a lot going on when it comes to insecurity and insurgency across Nigeria, which is, part of the changes that we want and then we yearn for. Once again, my condolences, my heartfelt condolences about the loss of your cousin. Secondly, I realized that you were trying to make me understand how having a mind of your own, having one's own mind. That's how I call it. I call it having a mind of your own. Being able to, just like you said, I'll use your word, being able to investigate, being able to fact check, to do a fact check and then be objective rather than using sentiments and whatnot. So I sincerely agree with you when you talked about having a mind of your own. I, for one, like I said, I am a very, very enthusiastic person, and I tend to really, really appreciate unity because I've witnessed it. I have witnessed what unity can actually bring to the table. While I was in school, I had this group of friends, about 6 of them that were Hausa people. But then at the time, I do not totally understand Hausa. I do not even understand Hausa. But then I would always be with them. We eat together. We drink together. We go to places together. We live in oneness. And I have seen things happening. Even ever since I left school in 2016, I graduated in 2016. And ever since then, we have been doing one thing for another, one thing or the other for each another. Not minding or not looking the route of our tribes or our culture and whatnot. I believe we should always believe in the beauty that is in our diversity. Then, secondly, you made me understand, because I was going to ask you that how do we bring about healthy development and progress of the nation without the inclusion or without national interest? But then you were even able to answer that question before I asked. You talked about the fact that we know that the leaders have been able to bamboozle people. They have strategically put us at the bottom of the society, because part of what they do is actually, it boils down to selfishness, excessive greed and selfishness. So the more reason why they want to keep putting the citizens down, such that we do not have that balls to actually challenge them. They always they have constantly embezzled public funds, and then they do things that are not necessary with these things. And then you made me realize that ourselves, we have to engage, we have to liberate our own minds one way or the other, which I am happy that the Igbos, the Igbo Progressive Association of Nigeria, is it?
Yeah, Igbos for a progressive Nigeria.
Igbo for a progressive Nigeria has been doing that, which I'm really, really happy about. And then you have, I believe you have been able to change, to at least change the minds of a couple other people watching about some how do I say this? Some minds that has been made up to feel that, Igbos are, they are not part of Nigeria, they are this, they are that, or they are thieves. They are, trying to change that narrative, trying to bring about a restructuring of people's mind. Trust me, I think this is the ultimate, because I, for one, I have a saying that the mind, the sum total of a man's life is actually dependent solely on his own thought process, his mind. Because before you granted this interview, before you bestowed me the honor of coming on this platform to liberate people's mind, you for once had a thought in your mind. Same as myself, I had processed the thoughts in my mind. So I believe that for whatever we do as humans, it is as a result of whatever we had thought about at the point in time. So I think we should continue to, just like you said, I will use your word again one more time, education. And then when we're talking about education, it's not the conventional Western education, but then to the grassroots, talking to people, making people understand and then making people understand that they have to keep a very open mind. It's someone like myself, I'm a very, very enthusiastic person when it comes to culture and art, and then I did quite a lot of research and fact checks to know that unity and progress is very, very key when trying to develop a nation. Like one of my mentors would say that Nigeria is 500 years behind. So what are these things that are hindering our progress? Which is one of the very crucial thing is unity and progress. There was a time I'm a Muslim, actually I'm a practicing Muslim. But then at some point in time, I realized that there's a difference between culture and religion. So for that, I try as much as possible to make friends with quite a number of other people and then understand their own modus vivendi. There was a particular point in time I was at the synagogue. I was there throughout the whole service. I was there I saw the way things went. I saw every single thing. At some point in time, I was with the president of the Obatala Association of the World in Ife. This is someone who happens to be an African indigenous worshipper. But then I went to get some facts from him, simply because I do not discriminate. Simply because I have quite a number of white friends from, pardon me for using the word, but then I have a lot of friends from every part of not just Nigeria, but every other part of the world. We tend to I tend to gain from them, they tend to gain from me. But then if I do not keep a very open mind, or I am being sentimental, or I have a mind made up about some certain set of people that, this set of people they are stupid people, we would not see the good in ourselves. Just like you said, a very practical example of you talking to your cousin about the fact that there was a particular road that has been, forgotten, by the government, and then now it has been rehabilitated, and then you made her realize it, contrary to what the boss made her realize, and then she saw it for herself. So I think we should all try as much as possible to, first things first, keep an open mind. Am I right, Mr. Lawrence?
Yeah, very, very correct.
Then secondly, being objective rather than being sentimental, basically. And then thirdly, I think we should begin to see ourselves as one. We should begin to see ourselves as one. We are not different. We are Africans. Basically, dating back 1954, 55, we were actually imperialized. Africa was one. We were shattered into this so-called nations that we now realize, and countries, and the boundaries we were being given. We are one, and that is what we preach. So I think the core of IPAN, which is preaching unity and progress and then solidarity, is actually very much in line with my own core, which is unity and progress. Solidarity, basically, and we must live in oneness. So I think I need to check if I have some questions for you. I would like every other person who would love to ask questions to actually go ahead, because Instagram is going to log us out in a few minutes. If I'm not mistaken, in less than 20 minutes. Okay, I have not found any question yet here. So in absence of any other questions, Mr. Lawrence, I'm still checking Okay. Okay, in absence of any other questions, I would like to ask, sir, that what do you think about youth in politics, sir? Because I heard you made a point, which was that we have allowed the older generations to bamboozle us as the youth, and then this is like this selfish interest, this tribalism or tribalistic nature has now been systematically passed down, to the coming and the younger generations. So how do you think, or what do you think about youth taking charge, or one way or the other, making the government of today realize that we do not understand, we do not love what is happening. We are not comfortable. We do not appreciate how the government is being run. How do we go about this, sir?
I must start by saying that I was so disappointed that some of the youths I was looking up to, that when they speak, when they open their mouth, you'll be so proud of them. I was so disappointed to find out that at the end they were working for some corrupt politicians. So it's very disappointing. I love the youth to take over. If you go to Denmark, the prime minister is less than 40 years old. You go to Finland, same. Then you go to New Zealand, see what the young girl is doing over there, or young lady, sorry for my word, the young woman is doing over there. So the youth can actually do more. But the problem is, where are the right ones? Because the ones I thought that if giving the president today, I'll be so proud of. Since I started following them on Twitter, I was shocked when they started defending very, very corrupt politicians. I was, oh my God, is this possible? So the right youth should come forward. We can't always have the wrong people representing everything. In Igbo, the wrong people are representing us. In politics, the wrong people are representing the youths. Even abroad, the wrong Nigerians are representing Nigerians. It's crazy because I live in Sweden and you see a lot of doctors, nurses, you see a lot of people doing well, but it's always the drug dealers, the prostitutes that are always in the news. They're always the one that make people hate Nigerians all over the world. So coming back to here, the right people should start coming out. I'm very happy that when we started IPAN, a lot of right people approached us. They are interested. Even pastors, I was so happy about that. So the right people has been inside for too long, allowing the wrong people to be outside. So the right people, I'm calling on the right people to come out. If you know you are sincere, you want the best for Nigeria, you're young and you're ready to take the mantle, come out. Let's do this. We can do this anywhere in the world. It's the young people that have the power. The old ones, they have the power. What they don't have the power. What they use as their power in Nigeria is money. They use money to shut up the young ones. But if you say no to this, their money, you will get more money than they have, and you still get better Nigeria. Because if Nigeria progress, you progress. Look at how much the owner of Amazon is controlling today. It's not because he didn't allow himself to be brainwashed or be misled by old politicians. He charted his own course. Now, some people now will say, because that was in America. No, we have many people like that doing well in Nigeria here too, because they didn't allow the old ones to mislead them. So all these things, we need all the young ones that are right, they believe in better Nigeria should come out, in a progressive Nigeria should come out. Let's build this country. Because
fantastic.
The train has started moving. So join the moving train. That's all I can say, because there's no
fantastic. Just like you were saying, talking about Nigerians doing absolutely well, exceptionally well. It was so coincidental that a brother of mine, a very good brother of mine, Mr. Ayo, is actually a nurse in the United Kingdom, he was at the forefront when it comes to fighting the battle, that we had, against coronavirus. He was right at the forefront. He was a front walker, and then he just came in when exactly at the time you were talking about people who are Nigerians who are actually doing very, very, very well across the nations. But then we have the bad people, the corrupt people coming so much, having the same, getting more attention, than the people doing well. I think talking about the fact that these politicians, the so-called politicians, tend to use the tactics of, I think it has been, I would say that it has been structured, to put the citizens to the bottom of the society. And then I think that's a strategy for me, I want to believe, because then it is so crazy that this whole fiasco has now made our people not to have any capacity or any, they have lost the capacity to respect any other thing except money.